From beautiful downtown Northridge in the Golden State of California, it's the Sherrard Show. Tonight, Sherrard welcomes Avis Harrell, Sam Quasman, the Diamond Blue, and James Lights Out Toney. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the star and host of your show. Let's welcome the one, the only, Sherrard!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sherrard Show. How's everybody doing this Saturday? Everybody doing all right? You know, it's rarely that I'm this excited about a show, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a power-packed show. We got some of the biggest stars coming out. But one thing very interesting, we have a boxer. We have a world champion on the show, Mr. James Lights Out Toney, and he's going to literally knock out my executive producer today. So we're so excited. We're so excited. Joe, are you excited about it?
I'm excited about that.
Now, is this the first or second time you're going to be knocked out?
This will be about the ninth.
The ninth time, so we're so excited about that. But give it up for Mr. James Lights Out Toney. Then we have a wonderful young lady who can sing. I mean, last time she was on the show was during COVID. She had toured with the late great, and I mean late great himself. And the name.
Ray Charles.
See there, you got something coming free. See, I'll just test you. Ray Charles, give it up for the lovely Avis Harrell. She also toured with the man himself, Mr. Wayne Newton, Mr. Las Vegas, so she's here today. Then we have a young lady whose popularity has grown so much she can sing, ladies and gentlemen. But when it comes to church, she can sing. And she's here today to talk about her new album coming up. First time on the Sherrard Show, the lovely The Diamond Blue. First time. And then we have a man who's returning on the show. And when you hear him and find out that he was really that big of your childhood, it will blow your mind. He's the second one to do Donald Duck, and probably my fan favorite, returning on the Sherrard Show, the man himself, Mr. Sam Quasman. You know, Joe, it is amazing how expensive gas prices are. Let me just tell you that right there. Gas prices were so expensive, I literally had to sell my car for gas money. You had to do that, Joe. And I sold it to a man who was so dumb he bought a free sample. Anyway, I sold it to him. But gas prices are the highest in Los Angeles. They're up to $7.95. You know how expensive that is? $7.95. I couldn't even fill up my bicycle. You know, that's how expensive. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. But the president said that starting next month, we won't have to pay taxes on gas. Did you figure that out?
Okay.
That's what they said. That's what he's saying. So that means it's going to drop the price to $7.94.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
In other news, this is the Crosstown Classics this weekend. The Chicago Cubs are playing the White Sox. Is there any Cubs fans in here?
yeah.
Go Cubs, go Cubs. Then the Yankees are playing. The Mets, any Yankees fans, Mets fans? They're playing as well. So it's amazing. And then the Dodgers are playing as well. Dodgers fans here? Go Dodgers.
Yeah.
Do you know what's the richest baseball team in baseball? Anybody know the richest team?
The Mets.
Huh?
The Mets.
Yankees. The Yankees are the richest team in baseball. Did you know that?
Wow.
They're richer than even the Dodgers.
Wow.
But many people believe they bought all their championships. But the Yankees are the richest team. Do you know the richest football team?
Patriots.
The Dallas Cowboys, huh? And they haven't won a Super Bowl in 31 years. Huh? Figure that out.
Propaganda.
Amazing. But remember this. This is something that's also a very interesting fact. Do you not know who people trust the least in this world?
Trump.
Huh? Somebody said Trump?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but
The least trusted people they find out that scare people the most, they said, are preachers. I didn't even know it. They feel that preachers scam the people the most because they always begging for money. So that means that you have a better opportunity of being trusted as a panhandler than being a preacher. Anybody know that?
Wow.
Wow. So, Joe, you got to get rid of your collar. You got to get rid of you can't be a preacher anymore. Figure that out. In preacher news, anybody want to hear some preacher jokes?
Yes.
A preacher's wife had passed away, ladies and gentlemen, and the mortuary or the mortician asked a question. He said, so where did you want your wife to be buried? Do you want her to be buried here in the States or in Jerusalem? And he said, no, I'd rather the States because there was a man who died in Jerusalem and he rose again. All right. And in final news, final jokes as well, is that this is a very interesting. I like this joke. I like this one. Maybe you'll like it too. There was a man who confronted another man for having an affair with his wife. And he said, is your name Mr. Smith? He said, yeah, my name is Mr. Smith. He said, you know, Mr. Smith, you were messing around with my wife, and I don't like it. So the man, Mr. Smith, always kept a tally of everything he did. So every time when he went to the store, he said, I went to the store. When I got groceries, got groceries. Got my car washed. So when the man said to him, I didn't like you were sleeping with my wife. He said, I was sleeping with your wife? He said, yeah, let me check. What was her name? Loretta. Oh, and I slept with your wife? He said, you know, you're right, I did sleep with your wife. And I didn't like it either. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I'm going to give you 5 ways to help you to make enough money to buy gas.
Oh.
5 ways to help you to make money so you can buy gas.
Okay.
I'm Sherrod. We'll be right back. Exciting show. You know, we have a podiatrist. She's going to help you live a lot longer. A father and 2 sons. They have a film premiere actually tonight. When somebody has an exploded foot, what is that usually a sign of?
Sign of death.
Wait a minute. Your film premiere that's coming up. Audience want to know what it's all about.
Operation Los Angeles, our mission is to revise hip-hop culture.
I want to give you 5 reasons why you need to keep your mouth shut. I'm your host, Sherrod, for a very, very special Saturday episode of the show. I mean, when you get the second voice of Donald Duck, and then you get world champion James Lights Out Toney on the show, you got to take notice. And then everybody who's watching on the Sherrod Show app, check it out. And I appreciate your comments. We'll be taking your comments and your questions as well. Well, when it comes down to gas prices, there's people who often ask me, Sherrod, I'm so broke I can't pay for gas. So what do I need to do to be able to afford a tank of gas? So I said, you know what, I'll wait till the Sherrod Show and I'll give you 5 ways you can be able to afford gas in LA and beyond. So everybody want to hear this?
Yes.
Point number 1, to help you to afford gas in LA in the world, you can first get a job working on the corner.
What?
You just need a nice purse and some heels, and you can be able to make enough money to afford gas. No, Joe wrote that joke. Joe wrote that joke. All right, point number 1. Seriously. Point number 1, you can make enough money to make gas, to buy gas if you stop buying cell phones every other year.
Oh. Yeah, true.
Do you not know that the iPhone Pro Max 17 costs $1,300? So if you just stop buying phones every other year, you just might be able to afford gas.
One tank.
One tank of gas. Huh?
1,300. Yeah.
Point number 2, stop going out with those friends that's always asking for money, and then when the car breaks down, they won't even help push. So if you get rid of some of those friends, you can be able to afford some gas. You know that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Point number 3, you can be able to afford gas if you stop going to the club every Friday and Saturday and buying that cheap liquor.
Really?
See, there's some cheap liquor buyers here. Stop buying cheap liquor and you can afford it. Point number 4, you can afford buying gas if you don't buy a car that you can't afford. Sometimes we buy cars we can't afford, huh? All right. It sounds like one of my lessons where I'm hitting the congregation and getting quiet. I guess I won't pass a collection plate. All right. And the final point, you can afford to buy gas if you just pass on that outfit at Burlington and Neiman Marcus and running your card up to the limit. Just use that on gas, especially if you have to go to work on Monday. I'm just saying. That's my thing. It may be rough, but this is some of those casseroles. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we come back. We're going to have the queen of versatility, the lovely Avis Harrell. Right now.
If you served in the Marine Corps, by now you know about the contaminated water problem at Camp Lejeune. If you were stationed or worked at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987, you probably have a lot of questions. We have some answers. You could be entitled to compensation. Billions of dollars are being allocated to pay for damages to anyone stationed at Camp Lejeune during that time. Unfortunately, it appears that officials may have known the contaminated water problem existed and did little to protect their men. The Semper Fi code was not honored. If you or someone in your family has developed a serious illness, including various forms of cancer, call this Camp Lejeune legal support line right now. You can't turn back the clock and change what happened, but you can certainly call right now and learn your rights as a Marine. Here's the number.
Call 855-815-9786. That's 855-815-9786. Again, 855-815-9786.
Show. I'm your host, Sherrod, for a wonderful Saturday episode of the show. You know, when you get people this talented, you just got to bring them on and stop cracking jokes. And ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful young lady, she was actually on the show during COVID and via Zoom, and now she's in the studio. She is the queen of versatility, and after I get finished talking to her, you'll find out why. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the lovely Mrs. Avis Harrell. How are you, young lady?
I'm wonderful. And yourself?
I'm good. Thanks for coming. You drove a long ways, and I'm thankful that you came.
I'm glad to be here in one piece.
Amen. You know, Avis, you've been a busy lady. You've been in the industry for many, many years, and you've worked with some of the biggest names. Now, how did you get your start?
Well, I started as a newborn. I'm just kidding. My sisters and I had a group when we were teenagers, and we were called the Fawns, like Baby Deer. We were on RCA Records. And we had a #1 record in Washington, D.C. at a very young age. We were the first blood sister act out of Washington, D.C., and we all looked alike.
What was the name of the song?
Wish You Were Here With Me. It was about a boy in Vietnam, a girl that had a boyfriend that was in Vietnam. It was called Wish You Were Here With Me, and it was led by my sister, Ayanna Harrell, she was known at the time as Ann Harrell. So she continued singing, and then I continued on and became Miss America Washington, D.C.
Give her a round of applause.
Something in me said, this is what I really want to continue to do with my life. So while I was reigning as Miss Washington, D.C., I met Stevie Wonder. And he said, if you come to L.A., then I'll pay for all your vocal coaches. And so he did. He sent me to all the vocal coaches that Michael Jackson had, and I studied with Seth Riggs, Vince Perello, Roger Love, just a vast array of people. So that just launched me on to performing in a musical called Marjorie. That was my first gig when I got to LA. I starred in Marjorie. And then from Marjorie, somebody told Stevie that Ray needed a singer. And that somebody was Susie Green. I think she was on your show.
She sure was. She sure
Yes.
was. Some of the Supremes. Former Lady of the Supremes.
Yes. So that was one rub of the elbows that I did have with Motown. I actually auditioned with Susie for the Supremes. However, they chose someone else, but still, she's a beautiful woman, beautiful voice, and she referred me to Ray Charles. So I always tell people this story, that when I went in to audition for Ray, that was kind of my story too. I'm not saying it wasn't anybody else's story, but when I went in Ray's studio, and of course he can't see me, he says, Miss Avis, can you sing this? I said, I can sing anything. You know, when you're young, you just kind of have that. I'm so positive and so sure of myself. I didn't know who I was going up against, but I can say this about Mr. Charles. He respected me. He was a gentleman. I loved his family, and I hear a lot of Ray Charles stories. He never held my wrist. So everybody talks
He was
about
known for
that.
holding wrists?
That was one of the things they said. He always holds a woman's wrist to find out how fat or skinny you are. So he would have been disappointed if he had held mine. But he never did that to me. He always looked at me like, well, I was a kid when I got with him. I was very young, but I was experienced. So the Raylettes that I sang with for 3 years said that I was the one that got away.
Oh, wow. So now when it comes to talent, and I know this is a tough question, but who do you feel was more talented, Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder?
Oh, Ray Charles is a genius. Stevie is a genius in his own right, and I can't compare. And that's one of the things that I look at the industry. A lot of people compare singers and talent. There's no comparison. They're both kings to me. They both offer something to the industry. Ray, blind, can't read music, but I learned from him that he could hear every instrument in the orchestra. Therefore, it taught me how to listen with my ears to read music, and that launched me into singing with big bands. So whenever I can't really read music, but to watch Ray conduct an orchestra, they would say, the Rays from the South, they would say, Ray can hear rat pee on cotton.
Very good. So now your career took off from there. Where did it go from there?
Well, from Ray Charles, there was the Ronald Reagan inauguration, and Wayne Newton was performing there, and he saw me, and he sent his bodyguard out to say, I want that one right there. So the Raylettes are leaving the stage after performing for Ronald Reagan, and Wayne is hiding behind the wall, and he goes, hi. I don't go, hi. He says, would you come to Las Vegas and check out my show? I have a position for a lead singer. He didn't ask me to just come and just sing in the background. He asked me to come to be a lead singer of his girl group called the Jive Sisters. So I took him up on that, went to Vegas, studied his show for 2 weeks, and the rest was history. We sang Endless Love every night. We walked out there and we got standing ovations. That video is on YouTube with Wayne and I singing Endless Love, and people say that I'm one of the closest people to come to Diana Ross, which I'm flattered if she would ever see that video.
Wow. So now, Wayne Newton is Mr. Las Vegas.
Yes.
So what was it like? Because I know he's always performing.
Always.
And were you always performing as well?
I was always performing. We worked 7 nights a week. Wayne is an amazing artist. I learned from him too, and I think the work that I've done in the background really helped to launch me further. I mean, of course, I sang out front with my sisters, and I sang to win the beauty pageant, but then when I came here and I began to do background work, it really helped me to develop more as an artist and an entertainer. It's more to it, the industry for me, than just being a singer. I have a decent voice, I have a good voice, but I learned so much from traveling and picking up languages, and I had to survive in different places. I went to Switzerland and they speak French there. I mean, and in Italy they speak French. Tahiti, and I spent time in Tahiti and they speak French, and Africa. So
Amos, how many languages you can sing in?
About 5.
Wow, give her a round of applause.
I don't speak them. I don't speak the languages, but I have a phonetic ear. So, I decided I wanted to be something different than just a singer. I wanted to be I love the art of the music industry. I love the artistry of it. Like, I watch RuPaul's Drag Race, and they make their clothes. And I like clothes off the rack, but some things don't quite fit me right because of the way my body is distributed. Like, I made these pants, and I just love the art. I paint, I bake. I don't cook that well, but I bake. I brought you one of my famous muffins too.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Fred Sanford. Amen. That's all right. Very good. Now, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about her music and then also all of her characters. You'll never believe how many characters she can play. We'll have more with the lovely Avis right after this. We have an absolute fabulous show for this evening.
I thought acting was for children and not for adults, and I thought it was so silly that they were playing pretend.
I just believe in social equity for absolutely everyone. Recently, I started singing.
Not only can we do it cheaper, but we can also do it better.
It's where ideas turn into impact. I'm gonna give you 5 ways to know that you might just start getting old. I'm your host, Sherrod, for our very special Saturday conversation with the lovely Avis Harrell. Now, Avis, if people are watching and looking at all these different pictures here, now, these are all your different characters, is that correct?
And they're all me. Yeah.
They're all you, but they're all different characters. So tell us a little bit about what we're looking at.
Well, I decided to put together a one-woman show because I lost my band leader, my orchestra leader, earlier this year, Demi McConnell. I used to sing with this orchestra, and he passed away. So I said, I can't sit around and not do anything musically, and I can't wait for a band to say, oh, we want a singer, we're going to add you to our band. So I put together this one-woman show of all of the iconic women and legends that I grew up listening to, people that I think were really great singers, or they had a great message, or they articulated very well, and you didn't have to struggle to understand the song, the music. These are songs that I've been singing for years, so I thought that I would pay homage to Donna Summer, Tina Turner, Diana Ross, Celia Cruz, where I sing in Spanish, Latin. She is the queen of Latin salsa. Shirley Bassey, Ella Fitzgerald, the scat queen. I love to scat because I love singing jazz as well. Then Lizzo, because I like some of the younger ones too. Lizzo is solid in what she does in her work. Rihanna, she's solid in her work. And over here, and Miley Cyrus, I like her as well. And then
So all these you perform on stage?
I do.
Oh, wow. Give her a round of applause. And so here I'm seeing Aretha Franklin,
Yeah.
Etta James,
Yes.
and then Sarah Vaughan,
Yes.
Nina Simone,
The high priestess of our soul. Yes.
Mary Wells,
Yes, that's right.
Gloria Estefan,
Yes.
Gladys Knight,
Yes, that's right.
Martha Reed,
That's right.
Carrie Underwood,
Yes.
and Whitney Houston. Oh, wait a minute, she got Miss America.
That's me.
That's, and then you can even do Avis Harrell.
Absolutely.
No, but you do Whitney Houston as well. So these performances, people pay money to see you do your thing, huh?
Well, yeah, they do, and some people don't pay. They just like what I do, and they come out to support.
They need to pay because this lady is super talented. My goodness, absolutely. So now, when do you have another show coming up where the fans who are watching can be able to see you do your Whitney Houston, Etta James, and all these incredibly talented people?
My next performance is at the Visionarium Italian Restaurant located 1020 South Mission Street, Unit H, South Pasadena, California, 93010. And I'll be doing my one-woman show and celebrating my birthday. We won't count how many years, but my birthday. It's a party. So this is why I have such an eclectic type of music and an array of different artists, young, old, in between, classic, pop, R&B, standards, jazz, bebop. And I sing in languages too, as we mentioned earlier. And I have friends that are different nationalities. So I spent some time, as I mentioned earlier, in Tahiti and Switzerland. So I chose a song that I learned and loved myself. And I recorded one song in Chinese that I loved a lot called Only You in My Heart. And I put that one out on Here Now. And I'll sing a little bit of that one for you. It's in Chinese, just about 3 bars.
We're listening. We're listening.
我的心里只有你，没有他。你要相信，我的情意并不假。只有你才是我梦想，只有你才是我心欢。我的心里没有他。
I don't know what you were saying, but it sounds beautiful. It sounds beautiful. Excellent. Now, really quick, you have a mini CDs.
Yes.
Now, tell us a little bit about where we can purchase them and what they're all about.
Okay, first of all, how I came to have so many CDs is because I was on a major recording label as a child, RCA. Never really landed another recording deal. So when I moved out here, I tried to go in the studio, and it got very costly to pay engineers, to pay musicians, to write and to play for me. So I said, you know what, let me go to school. I went to the University of Phoenix and got my business degree, and it really kind of helped me to further put myself together and think about, you know, there's more to music. It's about the business of music. So I put myself together, and I bought a couple pieces of equipment, and I set up my own recording studio, and then I started playing, because I could play a little bit. I started programming. So I wrote my very first CD called Self-Contained, I wrote, produced, and played all the instruments on this one. This is on Here Now. I put all of mine on my own independent music store called HereNow.com. Then another young man heard my music. His name was Michael Williams, and he said, "Wow, you sound amazing. I have tracks." So Michael and I got together, and we did a CD called Simply Amazing. So with this one, I have a couple of videos out. I put a video out called Say Yes, and that's my wedding song. You know, it's just a beautiful song, and the video really came together. So I have that one, and this is another version of, this is called Shake It. You know, everybody's shaking it, and everything.
Shake what?
Shake it. 'Cause it's all about the booty now.
Look out now, look out now.
And girls are performing in bathing suits and being, I like clothes. I mean, I'm not ashamed of being in a bathing suit, but I think bathing suits belong in at the pool or the beach. But everybody's wearing them on stage, and it's okay, you know? It's okay. I like clothes. I like fashion.
So really quick, Avis, for those who are watching, there's two things I know I got to get out because we're running out of time, but I know they want to ask you this question. Where can they purchase these CDs?
HereNow.com, Avis Harrell. Here Now, HearNow.com. And that's where I've set up my music store. You can download the whole CD, or you can download one. It's on Spotify. It's at Amazon. They're out there on all the music platforms.
Very good. Now I know Joe's going to ask me this, my producer, after off camera. So I got to ask you in person. Does it come in 8-track form?
I don't know what 8-track is.
Oh, okay. That's why
that was before my time.
All right. And then lastly, for those who are watching, where can they reach out to you to book you for gigs and things like that? Where can they reach out?
Oh, Avis Harrell at yahoo.com, but it's Avis_Harrell@yahoo.com.
Thank you, Avis, for stopping by the Sherrod
Thank
Show.
you for having me.
My goodness, girl is so super talented. Thank you so much. She's going to be playing in a town near you, I guarantee, but she might not be Avis. She might be Etta James, or one of these lovely individuals here as well. She's so talented.
Thank
well,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, we come back from this quick commercial break. We're going to have the man himself return on the Sherrod Show, Mr. Sam Quasman. Right after.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. Call the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. If you have Medicare or private insurance, call to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. U.S. Med is the #1 rated supplier on Google and Facebook reviews. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. U.S. Med. Better service. Better care.
Sherrod Show. I'm your host, Sherrod. Had an absolutely fabulous time with the lovely Avis Harrell, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? It's amazing what you can learn from somebody and how gifted and talented she is. Make sure that you get her CD. It's right on your monitor. You purchase it. Support her. And then when she's in Vegas, I'm there. I'm there again because she's absolutely phenomenal what she does. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep the show rolling. This gentleman was on the Sherrod Show about a year ago. He is the second voice to do Donald Duck and many, many, many more. When you hear him, you'll know he helped shape your childhood. The man himself, Mr. Sam Quasman.
Okay.
Sam, welcome back to the Sherrod Show.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
It's good to see you again.
It's absolutely
You're
good
wonderful.
to see you too.
Yeah.
It was so phenomenal. Like I said before, when you were on the show that first week, your episode hit 1.2 million.
Wow.
Just people going bananas.
Really?
We wanted to know, what did you do?
I did a duck voice. You know.
Now the amazing thing about it is that, you're doing the duck from Tom and Jerry, correct?
Yeah, and I got the job 25 years after I did Donald Duck. I did Donald Duck from 1970 to 1987, over a 17-year period. I started a show called Disney on Parade, which you see today is Disney on Ice. It was a dance show. Now, what they skated, we ran. We called ourselves Holiday on Wood. So, in 87, they took us all out, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, all the animators and all that, and they brought in all new people. So I said, okay, go off and be an actor, which I was doing. And I get a call, like 25 years later, hey, you still do a good duck? I go, yeah, who are you? He goes, I was the animation supervisor at Disney Studios. I have my own company, and we needed duck for Tom and Jerry. So he remembered me after all those years. That was really flattering.
So how difficult is it to be a voiceover for cartoons?
Well, anybody can do the voice. I mean, Donald Duck's really unique. But Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, they all have a lisp. They all have some kind of speech impediment, which I don't think you can do today. You're not going to do Porky Pig, screw it. But you see what I mean? So they look for original voices, but it's not the voice, it's the acting. Acting. Even Donald Duck, Little Quacker, you got to make him laugh and cry and be happy and sad and jealous. And the greatest cartoon character they ever made was Daffy Duck.
That is my favorite.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, why do you say that?
Because he's crazy, yet he's jealous, he's envious, he's happy, he's egotistical, he's, all that stuff. He has every single character flaw you can think of. And he has a list. Hey! Are you following me? Yeah. So I like to do them in different languaes, like Daffy Duck in Hebrew. It would be like, or Arabic.
Now, Mel Blanc did those voices for all
Yes,
them, right?
yes. And I went to the Mel Blanc School of Voices. And I met Mel, and I was doing Donald Duck. I did Donald Duck for him, and he did Daffy.
What was that like?
Oh, wow. First of all, they sped up Daffy Duck and Porky Pig 10%. So back in those days, because he had a 4-octave range. He had the voice of an opera singer. He was amazing. And he said, it's great you can do somebody else's voice, but I made my whole career on original voices. You should study that and, create that. And he was right, and he was wrong, because when he died, it took 10 people to replace him. And since then, we've had 2 or 3 or 4 different, Bugs Bunnies, Daffy Ducks over the years, So, like I said, do what you can do, but if you can come up with something original, and even today, they just use people's regular voices. You watch the new cartoons. But, I come from a musical comedy background. So, and I was in a Disney show where I was hired as a dancer. And I was pretty good. I was there with a friend of mine, Patrick Swayze. And
really? Give a round of applause.
Yeah.
I think you know Patrick Swayze.
He was great. He could do Donald Duck, and he could do it in Spanish. And it was damn good. And of course, he was Prince Charming in the Disney show, and I was the lead alligator in Fantasia. Go figure,
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, you've been a very busy man. You've done so many things more than just Donald Duck and also the Duck on Tom and Jerry. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I'm going to show you all the things he's been working on, plus all the movies he's been on. I'm Sherrod. We'll be right back. Show. I'm your host, Sherrod, for a very special Saturday conversation with the man himself, Mr. Sam Quasman. Sam, I don't know about you, but some of my favorite cartoons as a child, Popeye, the Flintstones, Casper, Tom and Jerry, Magilla Gorilla, Pink Panther, so on and so forth. So cartoons really shaped my childhood. So to be sitting with the man who's the voice of the Donald Duck and the voice of the Duck and Tom and Jerry and so many more is absolutely incredible. But the world needs to know some of the other things you're doing as well. Our producer's going to bring in. Tell us a little bit about some of the other things that you're up to.
Well, like I said, I started as a dancer, and I danced for a woman named Anna White, who won the Academy Award for Oliver. She did Music Man and Bye Bye Birdie and hired me as a dancer and discovered me as Donald Duck on the show. I did it live 10 to 14 shows a week, Disney on Parade. And I would do What's My Line and radio programs around the country promoting it from 1970 to 1976. I did Donald Duck for those units, you know, that went around the world. Then I got hired by Anna to do the MAME, I want to say musical. It's the musical MAME with Lucille Ball, and this is me when I was 100 and something pounds.
Look at that.
And that's Lucy.
That's the iconic Ball music.
Yeah. And this is Lucy whipping us over the hedges. I'm the one with the best form. Huge ego here. We were one guy short, and she was 61 at the time. It was her retirement movie. I spent a month dancing on that show. These guys were much older. This was rehearsal. You can see Misha didn't quite make the jump. And I got to tell you, you know, they were one guy short, so I'm 22. Guess who gets to go in and do that? So I jumped in front of her, behind her, in front of her, and all that stuff.
Wow, that's absolutely
amazing. And so here's some other cartoons I've done. I've done more than this, but this is from Robot Chicken. We did Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I did the Roadrunner.
You did the Roadrunner as well?
Yeah, for Robot Chicken.
Wow.
Yeah. And,
how does the Roadrunner sound?
Yeah, really tough, you know. And 1987, let's see. 1987, I did an album called Totally Mini. I did their toys and records and commercials. And so this is Totally Mini, and it was Mickey Mouse. And it was a huge hit. I don't know who Caitlin is. She didn't pick up the record, so.
Very, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And then, now what do we have here?
Oh, well, here I'm in a couple of new movies. This is called Night Shift, SHYFT. It's a low-budget comedy, and it's very funny. This guy wrote it, directed, and produced it, and it's a very funny show. We had a premiere about 6 months ago on that one, and it's on the film festivals right now.
Very nice, very nice.
And this one, this is my latest one, Spacemen from Planet Judy, written by a bunch of comedians I know, and it stars Paula Abdul.
Oh,
I don't know if I'll be on, I think it's animation because I did 7 voices for them. One was an old miner 49er that I just loved doing it. We came out and he goes, well, how about that? What you up to, boy? And this is what I do with, I usually autograph. This is Donald and Little Quacker.
Whoa, where's my autograph picture?
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is
There
Quacker.
he is,
Here
Quacker.
he is.
Okay, you got to do the voice while I'm holding it
Yeah,
out.
okay.
Are you the mama? And you're the mama, oh boy. And you're the young
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Excellent. Give him another round of applause. Like I said, this is such a talented group. This is amazing, absolutely amazing. So, Sam, those who are watching, where can they reach out to you? Because I know you got millions who want to book you. Where can they reach out?
Yeah. I'm on SamK3000, S-A-M, well, www dot, whatever that is, SAMKAY3000.com. I'll be at the Hollywood show at the end of May, signing autographs. And I just got back from Brownsville, Texas, where R.J. Mitty from Breaking Bad, you know, he's the one with cerebral palsy, and he has a foundation down there, and they're right on the Mexican border. So the kids come over from Mexico to go to school, and we're talking about kids who really have nowhere to go but up. I mean, they're really not financially secure. So I went down there and I taught them how to do voices and acting, and then he exposes them to filmmaking and theater, and he's just a wonderful guy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for stopping by on the Sherrod Show. Always a pleasure to have him on the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we're going to have that girl that can sing. And she's going to be stopping by first time on the Sherrod Show, the lovely La Diamond Blue. For that.
Can your IRA stand up to the next financial crisis that our top economists are saying is at our doorsteps? By allocating a percentage of your IRA into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns by putting your IRA back on the gold standard. Find out how to safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report. Protect your IRA today with one simple phone call and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. Call Genesis Gold Group, empowering faith-driven stewardship.
Call 877-588-0992. That's 877-588-0992. Again, 877-588-0992.
Sherrod Show. I'm your host, Sherrod. Had a wonderful, wonderful time with the man himself, Mr. Sam Quasman. We're going to be taking your comments later on in the show. I know everybody's going bananas. Sometimes you just don't know who people are, and now you found out. Make sure you check him out. His information is right there below. He's going to be coming to a city near you as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful young lady is so popular. She's so popular. She's up to 93,000 followers on Instagram. And I know why. She has a magical, magical voice and an incredible story to tell. Give it up for the lovely La Diamond Blue. How are you, young lady?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. You know, you have a voice that's just taking the world by storm. Tell us a little bit about how you got started in singing.
Well, my family started with my grandpa, then went down to my mom, then went to my sister, and now it's with me. I got bit by the bug.
You can't shake it.
I can't shake it.
Very good. Very
it's
good.
an outlet for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I'm allowing the world to come in a little bit and share it.
Did you think you were going to take the world by storm like you're doing now?
No, I still feel like I'm still, pressing forward. I'm still going through. It's still a lot of people that I want to touch. So, yeah, I'm not even close. Like I'm eager. There's a lot of people that I want to touch. So.
Now you 15 or 16?
I know you lying. I'm grown.
Okay. Mom is here to verify some ID.
I can drink. I can drink.
I can drink water too. No, she's like a little girl. But, she has, it's just amazing. She looks so much younger in person. It's absolutely incredible. Now,
I'll take it. Thank you.
Now, La Diamond, when it comes down to great music, as we just saw Avis on the show, and she's multi-talented and things. What does it do to you to see people pioneers like that, who set the precedence for you, and now here you are?
First of all, I'm honored. I'm grateful that there were people that came before me that can, just start the journey of soul, jazz, blues, rock and roll, because I lean on that. I'm inspired by that, and I put it all in a bowl, and I put my own little season into it, and I press forward. So I'm grateful. I'm honored, honestly.
Now, your mom, you come from a singing family, as you were mentioning.
Yes.
So what kind of music was mom playing around the house?
Ooh, it was a mixture. Gospel, Mary, Fantasia. We was everywhere with it, but a lot of soul and a lot of gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mom was playing some Fantasia?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It was a baby mama, baby daddy song. We'll be cleaning up. And Fantasia was playing. Okay. I love me some Fantasia.
Can we get a shot of mama? Very good. So now, let's talk about your sound and your music. Now, you've taken, you've taken the world by storm. But what is your style?
I think I'm still putting a name to it. It's R&B, but it's different. It's like cinema alternative R&B. Because there's no rules to it in the studio for me. Like, I'm not aiming to do a traditional R&B song. I'm aiming to be just authentic with the story. You know, and if the story doesn't involve too much vocals, I won't put too much vocals. If it doesn't involve too much backgrounds, I won't do too much background. If it doesn't involve drums, I won't put drums. It's whatever I feel, you know, and I want to just be as authentic as I can to just who I am. So, yeah. But to the core R&B.
So you write your own music?
I do. I write my own music.
Now, what does a 15-year-old have to write about? Now, I'm just.
Yeah, he go. No, because look, I'm looking for prospects, and I don't want no kids coming to me talking about, "Hey, what you doing tonight?" I need a grown man. I need a grown man.
So now, there's a song that you're going to perform later on in the show that is really deep. So tell us a little bit about that song.
In My Dreams. So in my dreams, it's a little kinky. It's really just about being in your dreams with a significant other, you know? But they only exist in your dreams. So this particular guy, I'm in love with him, y'all. I enjoy his time, his company. He makes me feel good. But it's only when I'm asleep.
Interesting. Very good. Now, I know you don't remember this, but, you know, growing up, music videos sold the song. It sold the album.
I don't remember that.
I mean, you probably weren't even born, you know, but you're talking in the 90s. But the music video made you want to run out and buy the album. Anybody remember that?
Yeah.
So now, are you bringing that back where, like, your hit songs, like In My Dreams, gonna have a music video behind it?
Yes. So In My Dreams does have a music video behind it. And I actually just released a song called Stupid Boy. It's on YouTube.
Stupid Boy?
Stupid Boy. It's on YouTube. It's not even on streaming because I wanted it to be listened to visually first. So I guess I am bringing it back because I want my songs to have a story visually. And then when you listen to it without the visual, you can be there. You can still be there where I put you.
I'll put you. Very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll have more with the lovely, the Diamond Blue, right after this. I'm your host, Rod, having a wonderful conversation with the lovely, the Diamond Blue, who's a prolific singer and songwriter. Now, are you going on tour yet?
Not yet, but I'm claiming it. I'm claiming that it's happening soon because we are working on a project right now. So just put it in the air for me.
Now, for the young ladies that are watching that are so inspired by you, what kind of advice would you give them? Because, you know, a lot of them want to do what you do, but there's some ups and downs to it. So what kind of advice would you give?
Oh, my God. Well, one, you have to have faith. I believe in faith. I'm a strong believer in God. And honestly, you kind of have to get to a place to where if the music or if it's anything like acting or, you know, voice acting, singing, preaching, anything that you do that brings purpose to you and makes you feel fulfilled, like you have to do that. Because I'd rather fail at doing something I love than fail at doing something I hate. You know, if I'm going to fail at a job working for somebody else, I'm going to fail at something I want to do. So that's my advice.
Very good. Give a round of applause. You said 16-year-olds aren't wise. All right, anyway. So now you have an LP coming out, is that right?
Oh, but yes, it's
a
a secret.
It's a secret. Okay.
Yes.
You don't have to reveal what it is, but do you have a date or so when it's coming out?
No, it's soon.
Soon. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Gotcha.
No, because when you put dates out, people will be, what happened? You said. So I don't want to be a liar. So just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Very good. Very good. So now, Diamond, later on in the show, you're going to perform In My Dreams?
Yes.
Good. And is it the audience and everybody going to get so excited about it? They're going to start dreaming of this guy and all this other stuff?
That's the goal. That is definitely the goal.
Very good. But people can't see, but her lovely mom and two sisters came out as well. Give them a round of applause. You actually come from a singing family, correct?
Yes, I do. I come from a strong family. Strong first.
Very good, very good. Now, Diamond, I know you're quite a popular young lady, but for those who are watching, where can they reach out to you?
La Diamond Blue. One word. That's La Diamond Blue, like the color. Everywhere.
Very good.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the lovely La Diamond Blue. She will be back on the show. She'll close us out with a song, so you don't want to miss that. She's going to close us out. And ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, you're going to see my executive producer get knocked out by the world boxing champion himself, Mr. James Lights Out Toney, right after this. You don't want to miss this part. This is the climax right after this. Gerard Show. I'm your host, Gerard. Had a wonderful time with the beautiful, young, the Diamond Blue, that beautiful young lady. Did you enjoy her, ladies and gentlemen? We'll be back on the show to perform In My Dreams right before we close out tonight. You can't miss it. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you stay tuned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest, this gentleman is one of the baddest men to ever do it. He knocked out Evander Holyfield. Look at your monitor. He went against Roy Jones Jr. This man has a defense that is second to none, ladies and gentlemen, and he took time to stop by on the Gerard Show. Mr. James Lights Out Toney. The champ is here.
Hey, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
I'm going good, big guy. How you doing?
I'm fine, man.
James, I appreciate you stopping by. We got to jump right into it because there's so many people want me to ask these questions. So, James, first and foremost, this chain right here, I'm getting questions and comments. Tell us a little bit about this medallion you have.
A little piece that I bought, like, after I beat Holyfield 20 years ago, yeah.
You bought that after you beat Holyfield?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that like a celebration?
Wow. A celebration, and I knock out night. I knock out night. I had fun.
So now, and we're going to talk about that because if you look at your monitor, ladies and gentlemen, there was a point in the fight where you literally stuck your tongue out.
Hey, listen, I wasn't doing nothing. Easy work, you know.
So you felt Holyfield was easy work. Now, why would you say that as skilled as Holyfield was?
Because I'm the best fighter in the world at the time. When you're the best, can't nobody beat you. Nobody. All man can stop me is upstairs. He's behind me that night.
Now, James, you said something very interesting in our last interview last week. You were saying that you weren't afraid of anybody. No matter the fight, no matter how big the fight was, you weren't afraid of anybody.
I ain't afraid of nobody but the man upstairs.
Now, what kind of upbringing or mindset gives you that mentality?
Because I came up, my mom, she raised me by herself. So it was just me and my mom every day. You know, she went to school. I stayed home. She had 2 educations, two degrees, one from Michigan, one from Eastern Michigan University. And while she was doing that, I was at home. I was getting in trouble. So one day she was in the gym. He told the coach, I need to teach my son a lesson. He beat everybody up in school. When she did that, he took me to the gym. I beat the first guy I fought, I beat him up. He had 14 fights. I was hooked.
And you never fought before?
Never. I was just hooked. I want to beat everybody. I want to fight every day. But that wasn't the point. After that, the coach told me, he said, I'm gonna teach you how to fight. I said, I already know how to fight. He said, no, you don't. You know how to fight. Street fight, but boxing is different. And he showed me.
So Lights Out, what's the biggest difference for those who are watching with being a street fighter opposed to being a boxer?
See, in the street fights, you have friends, you get help. But boxing is just you, the other guy, the referee. You're in trouble. If you don't know how to fight. be in trouble.
So now, lights out. You know, you went up against Roy Jones.
Yeah.
You were
hell of a fighter, fast as hell. Yeah, but to all due respect, I did something that I should have never done. I didn't prepare properly for the fight. I was big head, can't like tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I trained all I want to train. And that's what happened. And then I paid the price for it. I lost $65 million. Lost the contract with HBO. I lost being the number one pound fighter in the world. But you know what, Roy? Handles Roy came in ready to go, and he whooped my butt tonight. But you know what? He never gave me a rematch. Never. But it still might happen. Cause I'm not. Hey, age ain't my number.
Very good. Amen. So now, let's talk about the shoulder roll, because only 2 boxers, and you're talking to one of them, has really perfected it. James Lights Out Toney and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, but Floyd is different from mine.
Now, what's the difference?
The difference is I'm more aggressive. I'm trying to knock your head off. Floyd, he trying to run by it. He ain't trying to get no conflict. I like all the conflict. I want all the dirt. You know what I'm saying? I want all the smoke, all that.
That's right.
You can't take mine. I can take yours. I guarantee that.
So James, how is it that Holyfield wasn't able to hit you, and you were right in front of him?
Like I said, hard work pays off. Hard work. I mean, I say all the great fighters from the past, Ray Robinson, Eddie Charles, Archie Moore, you know, Jersey Walcott. I said all the fighters. My trainer, Bill Miller, he trained them. So he had me in a mode. Every day we train 2-3 hours on specific moves. First, I was getting tore up, but I had a strong mind. Said, I'm gonna learn this. I did.
Very good. Give me a round of applause. Now, we'll take one more question, then we'll go to a quick commercial break. Now, you actually played Joe Frazier in the movie Ali. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Now, why was that so hard?
Because he had hit a lot. And then they gave me these shoes that he wore. These shoes are terrible. I still to this day have that much blister on my feet.
The boxing shoes gave you splinters?
The ones that he wore, yes.
Now, why didn't they give you better shoes?
Because they want me to have the, do the same that he did. Same shorts, same shoes, same hair. That one right there killed me. The hair, the fake hair.
Very good, very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back from this quick commercial break, we're going to find out the question that millions are asking, and we're going to find out who would have won between him and Mike Tyson in their prime. I'm Sherrod. We'll be right back.
We are.
I picked this great fighter up in 1998. He's fought some of the greatest. It's Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez.
In the ring with a lot of world champions, Zach Padilla, Chicanito Hernandez, Cesar Chavez Sr. Ran right to him and just started throwing a lot of punches.
You know, your punches were so fast they had a zip to them.
Ran down the court, I signed the contract Friday, popped it on Sunday, and then fought him 4 months later.
When do you know as a fighter it's time to hang it up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sherrod Show. I'm your host, Sherrod, for our primetime interview with the man himself, Mr. James Lights Out Toney. So, James, there has always been that question between who would win or who would have won between you and a prime Mike Tyson in your prime, and what do you say to that?
James Lights Out Toney, the one and only.
Now,
you forgot, at my prime I was just as devastated as he was, but I like to wait. You know what I'm saying? I fought middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and cruiserweight. I was devastated in every division I've been in. He was just a heavyweight. Beating everybody, knocking everybody out. I love Mike. Mike, my guy. I'm a fan Mike. But when it comes to being a fight, hey, I don't know you like the Holyfield. I was from Holyfield. Then he did some of the performances I didn't like. I said, I came and told my dad, I said, best off, I'm kicking your ass.
So now, James, that's another question. Like, for example, you take the greats, like you mentioned, Sugar Ray Robinson, you take Muhammad Ali, and so many more. They were clean fighters, but if you got dirty, they got dirty. Now, did you ever fight a boxer that was dirty and you had to get that way to protect yourself?
No, most of it was dirty, but I kept doing me. I just do me. That's all I know how to do.
So how do you defend against a dirty fight? Like somebody headbutting you or trying to...
You see what I did to him? Knocked him out.
Just get it over with.
And that's what happened. If you look at your footage, you'll see your monitor how he knocked out, Holyfield shortly after licking your tongue out to him. And then there he was on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, let's talk about Iran Barkley. Now, this was a fighter that could hit hard. He could hit hard, and he was very talented. But you dismantled him, too. Tell us a little bit about that fight.
That was probably, him and Holyfield were probably my two easiest fights ever. Because the one, Iran he just knocked out the legend Tommy Hearns. And twice, matter of fact. And he was just want to talk Detroit, England, it's the Bronx, I'll beat your ass and you back to the Bronx. And what happened? I gave him hell for 9 rounds. I broke his nose, broke his cheekbone, fractured his jaw, split his eye up. It's the most perfect fight in history, seriously.
So now, James, what was your most comfortable weight? Because you look very comfortable fighting Evander, but then you look very comfortable fighting Iran Barkley. But what was your most ideal comfortable weight?
Well, for Iran, I was 23 years old. Well, for Holyfield, I was 38.
How old was he?
40.
But what was your most comfortable weight, would you say?
I'm going to say heavyweight. Because I was able to eat.
Very good. Now, something that is awesome as well is that your son is a fighter as well.
Yeah, I'm a pioneer right there.
Yeah. Now, can we get your son to come on up because I give a shout out? Come on, James Jr. Now, everybody give up for James Jr.
Thank you.
Good. So tell us a little bit about, first of all, what is it like growing up with a world champion fighter?
Oh man, it is a different type of feeling. It really is. Everywhere we go, we get everybody, new faces turn, everybody knows who he is. My teachers know who they are. Like, it's crazy. It's a crazy feeling, honestly, and it's a good feeling too. And it's a very big feeling to have to fill those shoes, and I think I'm very well capable of doing that too. So it's a really good feeling.
Now were you when your dad was boxing?
Yeah.
Like when actually a couple months after he, a couple months before he fought Evander, I was born. I was born August 3rd, 2003. He fought Evander 2003, October 2nd.
Yeah. You know this suit is older than you.
4.
2003. This suit
okay.
So now you're a fighter. Now tell us a little bit about the weight class and what it's like being a boxer.
It's a whole different story. I feel like it comes natural to me. God given to him as well, of course. It's always been a natural thing to me, just coming for athletics as well. I've always been into sports. I started boxing around 2022, I would say, and ever since then, it's just comfortable. I just learned what I can from him. I study every single fighter he said here as well. I look up the films. I do my thing, do what I can with it, and put my little spice on it too. You know.
But
the main
thing, his first thing is he said it in Taekwondo.
No, yeah, I did karate when I was younger actually, and then I started boxing in 2022, and then as well in 2021 I also did Taekwondo. I'm a second Dan red belt as well.
Very good.
They gave that to me.
His mom didn't want him to box when he was young, so I lost that. I lost that battle.
Don't let the smile fool you. I know how to defend myself.
There we go. Now, have you mastered the shoulder roll yet?
I'm still working on it. I'm very good with it. I'm slick. I'm very fast. I have very good feet, great footwork. But I'm still working on my shoulder roll. It's still good though. It's still good.
Very good. So now, and we appreciate you stopping by on the show as well. So now, Mike Tyson, what are you doing these days, staying relevant? You got films coming out and things?
TV shows. I'm doing podcasts right now. I have so much stuff. Clothing line, phone, cigar line.
Did you bring one of your cigars?
I did not shut up. I will send you one, I promise.
I appreciate that. I love a good cigar.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you'll appreciate it though.
Well, I can smoke a cigar after a good sermon. After a good sermon, we appreciate that. So now, when is your next fight?
Next fight, I haven't had a pro fight yet, so I might think I'd rather have one amateur fight just to get the feel of it. If not, I'll hop in straight pro if I'm feeling ready, and it'll be probably around the end of this year, come early next year. But I'll be nice and sharp and just be on the lookout for that.
Look out! He got his gas fired.
Yes! We're coming! We're going nowhere!
Yeah, so legacy will continue, so just be on the lookout for that. I'll be nice and sharp, and I'll have that same fire he has. So
well, I'll be there to interview you after the fight.
Oh, I would love that.
Right there. Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely there. So, Champ, do you have any final thoughts for the audience?
I want to say thanks for coming out. I appreciate you guys. You're lovely. Hey, God bless y'all. And have a great rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much. This is the Champ, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Champ. When we come back, we're going to have the lovely voice of La Diamond Blue and my final thoughts.
Let's go, baby. Go.
Let the magic in you take you on an adventure to discover new cultures and explore the wonders of you. Learn different languages, music, art, cooking, and a new way of life. On this adventure, you will learn that different cultures have new and exciting discoveries, but also have things that feel like home. Throughout this book, you will uncover valuable life lessons along the way and find out how to turn problems and obstacles into opportunities and happiness.
Pick up your copy of The Magic in You, The World is in You, by award-winning artist and author Capri Compton, wherever fine books are sold.
Yeah. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to give you a tad bit of In My Dreams by the lovely La Diamond Blue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Every night before I lay to sleep, I pray you come and visit me in my dreams. Make it routine, go many places, the journey is endless. Don't wanna just lay, so make me feel like I'm flying. Your smile, your touch, come here and play with me. I'm not trying to wake up, just stay here and lay with me. How can it feel this good in my dreams?
Excellent. We can do a better round of applause than that. This young lady. Wow. That was a tidbit of it. This acapella. No help. This is her beautiful voice. So now, you're not going to tell us when the song's coming out, but we just say got to stay tuned, right?
This song is out.
Oh.
They about to watch it.
And where can we purchase it?
Oh, all platforms.
Tell them what it's called.
In my dreams.
Very good, very good. Give another round of applause. And if you stay tuned and stay with us, you will be able to see the full song and music video as we close out the show. I'm Sherrod. Be right back with my final thoughts right after this. All right, put Jeremy picture up and then.
This gentleman is responsible for your childhood. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Full House, Sister, Mad About You. He has a very interesting story about Red Fox.
I met Paul very early on. He took me to meet Barry Levinson. You know, they show Fresh Prince so much now. It's literally the only show I still make residuals off because they play it. Season 1, episode 1. It's a remarkably terrific half hour.
It was a very clean and upscale show, and it was very wholesome.
Will was quickly becoming a movie star. We used to get tons of letters, like a barrel full of letters. We need more Andrea. We have to see more Andrea. I think by the time that show ended, those twins were billionaires. And I'm not exaggerating.
Who was your favorite that you've worked with, and who was your least favorite?
Show. I'm your host, Gerard. Had an absolutely fabulous time on the show. The lovely the Diamond Blue, just such a uber talented people. This is going to go in the record books as one of the greatest episodes of the Gerard Show. We'll have more about that in a minute. But last week I had the Growing Pains star on the show, Mr. Jeremy Miller, and it's now trending on YouTube as well as on iHeartRadio. Make sure you check it out because this is a story, one of the most phenomenal stories. He's talking about being molested by his stepdad, drinking at 4 years old, but still being able to become a star in Growing Pains, the Growing Pains. You don't want to miss this episode. Just check it out. The link is right there on your monitor. Incredible story, ladies and gentlemen. And then also, I am currently on book tour. You got to check out my new book, my book called Beyond the Mic, the hard facts of the fashion industry. It's on the New York's bestseller list, Joe. Can you believe it? And it's my story about growing up in Chicago, becoming a fashion model, and then modeling for different products, and all of the things that comes with it. I have autographed copies today. Also, you can get it from Amazon or wherever fine books are sold. Our next stop is Chicago. And then we head out to London, so you don't want to miss that as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank my guests first and foremost. I want to thank the lovely Avis Harrell for stopping by the show. Give her a round of applause. Thank you so much. I also want to thank the beautiful the Diamond Blue for stopping by. My goodness. The uber talented Mr. Sam Quassman. And the champ himself, Mr. James Lights Out Toney. Now everybody's gonna go home and watch his fights now. This man is an icon as well. Joe, I thank you for what you do. Philly, Ophelia, and all the wonderful people that are watching the Gerard Show. Stay tuned for our next episode of the show, where we have the man himself coming to the show, a big surprise guest. You don't want to miss it. They're going to be right here. Just keep it locked here on the Gerard Show. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, the best way to get back on your feet is to miss 3 car payments. I'm Gerard. See you next time. Bye.
Every night before I lay to sleep, I pray you come and visit me in my dreams. Make it routine, go many places, the journey is endless. Don't wanna just lay here, so make me feel like I'm flying. Oh, your smell, your touch, come here and play with me. I'm not trying to wake up, just stay here and lay with me. How can I feel this good in my dreams? Wake up, just stay